The divine qualities, as mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, in the words of Sadguru Nanagaru. Sadguru Nanagaru says, when you start digesting the divine qualities as mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, you will earn self-knowledge without much investment, that is much effort. This video is a small attempt to present before you the divine qualities as mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, correlating with various quotes and instances given by Sri Nanagaru. Divine quality number 1. Abhayam implies fearlessness. Swami Vivekananda said, "It is fear that begets disease, sorrow, and death. Therefore, be fearless." Shakespeare said, "Cowards die many times, but the brave only once." When Bhagavan Ramana was asked whether he was overpowered by fear at any point of time, he replied, "What on earth? There's nothing apart from me to cause fear." Divine quality number 2. Sattva Samshuddhi implies purity of the mind. Jesus said, "Blessed are the pure at heart, for they shall see God." Whatever may be your religion, whomsoever God or Guru you may adore, whether you are a man or a woman, whether it is in this world or the other worlds, whether it is in this birth or the next, the possibility of liberation is only through the gate called purity of mind. Lakshmi, the cow, attained nirvana without my help, said Bhagavan. How did she attain the same without any spiritual practices? Lakshmi had no conditions in loving Bhagavan. That is, she had unconditional love. Out of love, she became 100% purified. Divine quality number 3. Jnana Yoga Vyavasthitaha. Jnana Yoga implies listening about the self and contemplating upon the same. Vyavasthitaha implies concentrating the senses and the mind upon the self. As a matchstick can burn out the entire bundle of dried grass, even jnana can burn out our entire lot of karmas Once, Bhagavan was asked, "Why should we contemplate upon the self?" Then Bhagavan replied, "If you do not meditate upon the self, you will automatically meditate upon the sensual objects." Divine quality number 4. Dana implies charity. Charity begets purity. Jesus said, "Our charity should be so secretive that the left hand should be ignorant of the charity done by the right hand." If your charity is for the purpose of fame, you can never prosper in your life and will only hinder your progress. Swami Vivekananda said, "People don't dig a well where there is necessity of water. Rather, they dig a well only at the shore of Ganges in order to attain fame." Bhagavan says, "How can you refrain from being charitable if you are aware that whatever you give comes back to you multiplied manifold?" Divine quality number 5. Dhamma implies sense control. If your senses are under control, you will not be disturbed, even if the entire world rebels against you. The secrets of nature are revealed to them whose senses are under their control. Moderation in food, holy company, reading holy books help us in controlling the senses. With regard to food habits, Gandhiji can be taken as a role model. Gandhiji never peeped into others' plate. When his plate contained something that he wouldn't eat, he would ask, "Where is my plate?" Divine quality number 6. Yajna implies selfless work. One who works with the expectation of result is equivalent to a bonded laborer. Sri Ramana says, "The result of our actions are not only transient but also hinder our progress." Worship of gods alone does not constitute yajna. Giving food on time to bedridden people at home also constitutes yajna. The longing to realize self, which is attained by holy company, also constitutes Yajna. Once Bhagavan was asked as to what is selfless work. He didn't reply, but went up the hill and started making a stick out of a bamboo that took him nearly 4 to 5 hours of strenuous work. When a passing by shepherd asked for the stick, Bhagavan gave it to him without any second thought. Divine quality number 7. Swadhyaya implies the study of scriptures. We must read only those books like the Ramayana, Bhagavata, Gita, which introvert our mind. Else, we can also take the words of a jnani as authority. There is an ancient saying, if you want the grace of Goddess Lakshmi, that is, the goddess of wealth and prosperity, read Ramayana. If you want your task to be accomplished, read Mahabharata. If you want dispassion, read Bhagavata. Until and unless we read the scriptures, we don't know how to worship God or how to serve the society which constitutes the family of God. Sri Ramakrishna said, I will not stop learning until my last breath. Divine quality number 8. Tapas implies penance. The Bhagavad Gita mentions 3 types of tapas relating to body, speech, and mind. We have to be merciless towards the body to conquer it. We have to regulate the speech and master it. We have to overpower the mind by controlling it. When Ganapati Muni asked the essence of tapas, Sri Ramana replied, inquiring the source of body-bound I, where mind gets submerged, constitutes tapas. Divine quality number 9. Arjavam implies treading the path of righteousness, pleasant behavior, and lacking crookedness. We must speak only that which is within our heart. We must act upon only that which we speak out. The thought, speech, and deed must be synchronized. This is called Arjavam. Sri Ramakrishna always described lust and wealth as the greatest obstacles for attaining God. When his brother wanted to sell the property, Sri Ramakrishna was called to the office of registrar to get his non-objection for the sale. Realizing that a property existed in his name, he fainted. Some people enact as if they are rich in order to attain a rich life partner, but after marriage, they sell their properties. This is hypocrisy. Divine quality number 10. Ahimsa implies non-injury through thought, word, and deed. Buddha said, when a sandalwood tree is cut down using an axe, it extends its sweet smell even to the axe. Similar is the case of a holy man. He only blesses even those who harm him. Unable to witness the animal sacrifice to be given in her marriage, Shabari ran away from home and reached the hermitage of Matanga Maharshi, where she served him till the end. Divine quality number 11. Satyam implies truth. There is no religion or caste greater than truth. There is no nation greater than truth.
There is no knowledge or God greater than truth. God reveals himself only to him who loves the truth, who lives only for the sake of truth, who dies for the sake of truth, and who gives up his everything for the sake of truth. Khudiram lost his entire property as he rejected to tell a lie. The entire world considered him a fool, but being pleased by his truthfulness, Lord Vishnu took birth as his son in the form of Sri Ramakrishna. Divine quality number 12.
Akrodha implies devoid of anger even in adverse conditions. Anger is another form of desire. Unfulfilled desire leads to anger. It is only the smaller vessels that get heated very fast. Similarly, it is only the people with little minds who get angered very soon. Anger hampers not only the spiritual growth but also the material prosperity. By habituating to silence and prayer, one can overcome anger. We thank those who point out a worm on our shirt, but we get angry with those who point out the faults within our mind. Rama never got angry, just enacted anger. However, there was one situation where Rama was overcome by anger. When Hanuman became the chariot of Rama, he became the target of Ravana and was bleeding profusely. Divine quality number 13. Tyaga implies sacrifice. Sacrifice of the bad company, bad habits, and bad tendencies. Sri Ramakrishna said, "A person cannot become a jnani without being a tyagi." Buddha said, "When my body itself does not belong to me, whom else can I call my own?" Non-identification with the non-self also constitutes tyaga. Continuing a good work in spite of being aware that the same will not be recognized also constitutes tyaga. If you possess an acre of land, you consider yourselves to be possessor. When you sell the same, the buyer considers himself to be the possessor. The land remains same, but people considering it as their possession keep changing. When Rama was asked why he practiced such an austere life, when his mother Kaikeyi did not impose such strict restrictions in forest life, Rama replied, "When my brother Lakshmana cannot enjoy, how can I think of any pleasures?" Thus, Ramayana is full of tyaga. Divine quality number 14. Shantihi implies peace being undisturbed in prosperity as well as in adversity. Tyagaraja said, "Without tranquility of the mind, there is no comfort." Radha Krishna said, "He is more lucky who possesses a peaceful mind than the one who possesses a desired job or a favorable wife." It is prescribed to chant the mantra Om Shantihi for 3 times. First, to avoid the natural calamities. Second, to avoid the disturbance within your house. Third, to avoid the disturbance within your mind. When Dasharatha called Sri Rama and informed him about his coronation as the king, Rama was not elated and went back to his palace calmly. Very shortly, when Rama was called back and informed about his exile into forest for 14 years, he was not perturbed. Divine quality number 15. Apaishunam implies not finding fault with others. Sri Sharada Devi said, "To find fault with others is one's own fault." Yogi Vemana said, "People who find fault with others don't realize their own faults." Sai Baba said, "If you find fault with others, it is equivalent to eating their filth. Reformation is better than criticism. Construction is better than destruction. We cannot reform the world without reforming ourselves." When a devotee complained to Bhagavan about the faulty affairs in the ashram, Bhagavan said, "Have you come all the way to Ramanashram to reform it? Didn't you have any faults at the place where you hail from?" When a devotee complained to Bhagavan that another devotee was more interested in the quality of sambar rice rather than his real purpose in the ashram, Bhagavan replied, "He is indeed treading his real purpose in the ashram. Now you tread your real purpose." Divine quality number 16. Daya Bhuteshu implies compassion towards poor and downtrodden. Sri Malayala Swami said, compassionate hearts are the residence of God. Swami Vivekananda said, him I call a Mahatma, whose heart bleeds for others. Only he who suffered from starvation can understand the pangs of hunger. You cannot understand the same by mere book reading. When you are suffering from indigestion, how can you understand the pain of hunger? When there was a famine in Calcutta, Swami Vivekananda was ready to sell off the Ramakrishna Mutt to serve the poor. Inner intention is more important than the external activity. Therefore, Swamiji is called the friend of poor. Divine quality number 17. Alolatvam, being unperturbed even when objects of sensual pleasures are accessible. Kalidasa said, avoiding the sensual pleasures doesn't constitute self-control. The true self-control lies in not being tempted when the object of temptation is in front of you. We cannot overcome the craving for sensual pleasures without possessing a flawless character. Only that which begets a flawless character can be called as true education. The sense control of Sri Krishna Chaitanya was such that even if sugar was put on his tongue, not a particle of sugar got wet due to saliva. We could take back the sugar. Divine quality number 18. Mardavam implies softness. Socrates said, goodness itself is self-knowledge. As the brightness of the gold increases when heated in flames, the goodness of a man enhances when he possesses softness. Softness is not a symbol of cowardice, but is a symbol of bravery. A rigid person can only understand the height of the life and not its depth. Lord Rama was Mitabhashi, spoke moderately. Hitabhashi, spoke that which is beneficial for others. And Purvabhashi, spoke to others even before they would speak to him. When Sita regretted over their hardships in the forest, Rama replied, "The life in Ayodhya is full of responsibility. Can we ever imagine this life of enjoying the natural beauty and the holy company of sages in Ayodhya?" Divine quality number 19. Hrihi implies being ashamed of performing forbidden acts. Though the forbidden acts may taste sweet initially, they only beget sorrow. It is the divine law that every pleasure that we take from external persons or external situations is later converted into pain. In the Ramayana, when Ravana forces Sita to marry him, Sita replies, "When I am already the wife of one, how can I become the wife of another?" Divine quality number 20. Achapalam implies non-wavering of mind and senses. Once Bhagavan was asked, "When we are neither this body nor this mind, why can't we experience the self as our true nature?" Bhagavan replied, "It is due to the long-standing habits and the wavering mind." Sin and ego are the two causes for the wavering of mind. Only a pure mind remains still. The practice of yoga and treading the path of righteousness reduces the wavering of mind. When Bhagavan was asked as to how the mind needs to be controlled, Bhagavan replied, "Your mind cannot stop wandering, whereas my mind cannot refrain from being still." Divine quality number 21. Tejaha implies subtle intellect and skill. He is wise who learns from the mistakes of others. That is, he is the possessor of subtle intellect who understands the cause of others' hardships and doesn't commit the same mistake. In the coming generations, people can survive without money, but not without intelligence. It is not enough if your children are provided with money alone. You must also enhance their intelligence. Hanuman's mother, Anjana Devi, advised him, "Don't meddle in the fight between your uncles, that is, Vali and Sugriva, because Vali has anger and Sugriva has lust." When Vali was slain down by Rama, Vali's wife Tara came unto them and started abusing them in uncontrollable tears. Rama kept quiet, but Anjaneya showed his wisdom here. He said, Vali was not righteous, hence Rama slayed him down. If you want, Angada can be made the king. On listening to these words, Tara's grief came down. Then Anjaneya said, as Angada is still young, he can be made the Yuvaraja and Sugriva be coronated as the king. Tara agreed to this. Divine quality number 22. Kshamaha implies tolerance even in unfavorable situation. When Sri Sharada Devi was asked to give her last 3 instructions, she replied, tolerance, tolerance, and tolerance. Tolerance enhances the depths of your heart, habituates surrender, and prevents any new tendencies. As the water flows only towards the slope, truth reveals itself only to the tolerant. When Socrates' wife first scolded him and later poured over him a pot of water, Socrates said, first came the lightning and then the thunder. Divine quality Number 23. Dhriti implies courage. Bhishmacharya said in the Mahabharata, courage is the medicine for all the diseases in the world. Adi Shankara said, if we can enjoy the destiny courageously, peacefully, tolerantly and willingly, we will not get the same destiny in the forthcoming births. Therefore, enjoy the destiny as you enjoy eating farina pudding. Payasam. When Meera was offered poison, she courageously accepted the same, considering it to be an offering of Lord Krishna. The poison did not affect her, but it was Lord Krishna's throat that turned blue. Divine quality number 24. Shaucham implies cleanliness of body and mind. Both the body and mind need to be kept clean. The body needs to be cleansed by bath and the mind through prayer, japa and meditation. Once, Adi Shankara and his disciples were returning from Ganges after taking bath when they were faced with a Chandala. Shankara, in order to retain their Shuchi, asked the Chandala to step aside. The Chandala replied, which part of me do you ask to step aside, the body or the consciousness? Shankara then understood the true essence of Shuchi. When a notorious rowdy cheater expired in Tiruvannamalai, everyone talked ill of him. However, Bhagavad, who never spoke ill of anyone, said, the rowdy cheater took bath thrice a day. Divine quality number 25. Adrohaha implies not retaliating in spite of having the capacity to do the same. We must not make them our enemies who hurt us through words or deeds. If we possess such enmity, we always think of them and stop thinking of God. There is an instance where a defendant on whom the case has been filed financed the complainant the filer of the case, when they ran short of money in the process of fighting a suit in the court of law. When the thieves attacked Ramanashramam and beat Bhagavan, one of the devotees wanted to retaliate. Then Bhagavan said, "If your tongue is bitten by your teeth, will you get your teeth extracted?" Divine quality number 26. Nati Manita implies non-craving for honor and fame. Milton said, "Lust and anger subside as our age advances, but the craving for fame doesn't decline even on the approach of death." Bhagavan said that there is a chance that a person addicted to prostitution may be reformed, but a person craving for fame can never be reformed. The people in power desire that their name be spread in all the directions. The air spreads in all directions. Do they want their name to be merged in the air? What is the utility of this fame? It can only increase the number of people who would accompany us till the graveyard upon our death, but not beyond. Einstein wanted his death to be declared to the world only after he was buried. He even did not want the place where he would be buried to be revealed to the world. It is enough, even if one divine quality is practiced. You will be adorned by other divine qualities automatically. Thank you for your patient hearing. For more, please visit www.srinanagaru.com and www.srinanagarusatsang.com.